What's the mighty good word, party folk? I am your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high on the moon states, May 27th. It's actually 7 p.m. while I record this. So fastly losing some sunset. Hung out with some pals today. Went shopping. Oh yeah, went shopping for a new deck. This is the Dreamscape Oracle. I do have a booklet somewhere around here. I apologize. That I'll use because I'm doing a 3-card spread that the Dreamscape spread, which is the seeker, and then the goal and the outcome. So 3-card spread that I'll pull from this. What's good, y'all? I wasn't working with the sacred oracles today, the sacred symbols oracle, but this one fell out, card number 45, which is the new moon. I was pre-shuffling and kind of getting ready, deciding on which decks may be worthy of using for this spread, and so I thought this was really cool because the new moon is obviously setting a time of setting new intentions. And so I'm vibing with all the planets kind of moving into Gemini. Soon Mercury will follow in about a week, and then we'll have the new moon in Gemini in about a week and a half. Venus, the Sun, and Jupiter are there already. And then sure enough, Mars follows suit soon enough as well. Neptune is at 29 degrees of Pisces right now. Pluto, big deal, right? Being in Aquarius. So this month of June that is upcoming is highlights what you will see, or what you will work on, what you maybe hope to see. You likely will see it in July 2025, but this June 2024 marks a window. We've been getting that message a lot, where this is a glimpse to see what you're working toward, or what you're working on, what you're working to get to, right? You may get glimpses of it. You may see what needs to be worked on, or what you can work on to continue to achieve and go towards your vision, projects, passion, projects, goals, maybe family goals, or a vision for family, a vision for work, a vision for career, things like that. Things that are seemingly not in focus, a little bit jagged right now, but is that maybe not the beauty? We're losing sunset, but the sun is doing fun things right now. I'm very grateful to have you here. Magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your Gemini Magician's Core. I am your effervescent, mercurial, stellar informant, ninja warrior, Akashic librarian, funny looking jester with your multi-dimensional expansion, your divine messages for your multi-dimensional expansion across all times and spaces. Thank you so much. I am grateful for our energetic exchange. Thank you very much for being here. I honor you, your path, your decisions. We'll see what's up. Why don't we just get some values out, and then we'll get into the sacred symbols. Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. Alrighty, so we are looking ahead at the month of June. Perhaps some of you are manifesting or getting ready to perform manifestation, grounding work, or seeding, planting new things, right? Visions for many, many things in many aspects. Let's dive into some of that with the personal oracles, personal value. The Values Oracle. Thank you all for being here again. If you like this message, if the message resonates with you, don't forget to hit thumbs up, hit the like button, please. Okay, gotta make sure I'm shuffling correctly, appropriately, right? Y'all are like jam packing a lot. Some of y'all are headed somewhere or moving out. Duty. Goddess, Isis, God, Mercury, Archangels, Angels. Alright, so a lot of you have aligned these goals, right? What you're trying to manifest is very much aligned to spiritual duty, work. You understand that you can still survive, thrive, make money wherever you are at. It doesn't have to be a spiritual job, but your work is involved with spiritual enlightenment, right? Or you lead with enlightenment. You lead with a spiritual touch, a vibe, a spiritual essence. You know thyself, you know yourself. What's good, party folk? I'm so happy to have you here. Please leave me a comment, say hello. Thank you all for being here, for hanging out. I said it's Monday, right? And it's a holiday. But it's also Sunday. Okay, wow. Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirits, the highest light. Cool. Gemini and Virgo archetypes are present. Air, Mercury, which is the hot topic during this collective read, right? Mindfulness. Where are you placing your attention? There can be a lot that you are trying to pack into something maybe that spirit calls a little bit more simplicity. At the bottom of the deck, the solar card catches my attention. So is there something where you can come to balance? Maybe the desire or you feel that you need, you believe that you need, you think that you need something. There are some things that aren't for proper display. Like there are some things where you are leading correctly in regards to how you want to show up at work, probably, or with your family, or now you're elevating in terms of simply maturity. Like you could say that, right? Like you feel you've leveled up in a manner where you maybe feel more mature, and that's just an example. But you don't have to take everything on. Asking for help, because like what you're going for is big. You'll need support along the way. Trust you, come to trust you, right? Maybe that's where you can place your mind, that if you can trust more your process making and your decision making that has led you to make these take these steps towards like becoming, like the fame card is becoming known in the industry. And it doesn't mean like your name is known, for example, whatever, like if you're just, for example, accounting, right? I love it. What's good, party folk? Fame is a solar card, so solar is very like prominent. So, divine masculine, perhaps a need for protection from some shadow masculine forces, or masculine forces that are not in support, right? Don't support your creative path, project, your vision, your goal, your decision to take on these creative goals, or take on a few. Like, I know you're trying to take on a lot, but this level of like, it's like, yeah, like what I see someone maybe perhaps starting out in their career. For example, we're using accounting. So like getting to know, like starting in law, like as a researcher and data person, looking at cases, then becoming someone who participates in the cases, accounting, starting with the sheets, then growing the number of sheets you look at, perhaps becoming more integrated in a specific department and arena. So like you've got to make yourself known, right? Like even in jobs that are more solo. So like fame is not necessarily about being an actor, but you could very much be on display. Like you could be on social media, or you could very well also be a producer of like film, and or is that it, producing film? You make film, you make movies. Wow, y'all, this ain't a joke. The moon. We're talking new moon here, all right? It's so dope. I know some of y'all are here to get confirmation that this love is real. Like you were looking for some real love, like you found some real love, like through this shadow work. Also like in internal divine union, sacred union with solar and lunar. Some of you need to work on confidence as you step into your role, more integrated in your career, your industry, your role, elevating in your role. No matter what industry, you still have to promote yourself in instances more so than others, especially when you're right. Of course, I know you understand that when you want to become promoted or become hired, like you need to perform in a way, like on display, right? Showing up to the interview, sort of like acting. Y'all ain't joking. Like y'all really came through, or you're coming through. You realize what you need to look at. This is not a 9 to 6 card, but it could be. It's just my 9 of Pentacles card, which means you've looked at. Maybe somebody's told you, what are you doing? What are you doing with all that spirituality stuff? Y'all, this Values Oracle gets deep. I was like, let me just pull some. I feel like I just read a dramatic story. Y'all are doing some serious alchemy work despite whatever some people may see it as like some people do view psychology as like taboo, like doing psychology work, and I understand that you are opening up to emotions and ruffling your own feathers. So yeah, you can, please take care when you're doing that, and not everyone should do that alone. Hopefully not everyone is doing, like, hopefully more people now feel comfort in doing it with guidance, right? Hopefully. I don't know. I don't have the answers to that, but we're here to sort of work through that, right? Like we're trying to work to get to that space, if that's a space where that's going to work. We're trying to figure that out together, right? Thank you for being here. subscribe if you haven't, right? Why not stick around? Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes. He also created the other decks that I work with. Ethereal Visions, the regular and the Lunar edition that I've been using the regular edition a lot. So we'll pull from this Oracle deck. There are, 38? I believe 34. 32 guides. Alright, in the Dreamscape Oracle spread, card 1, the Seeker, card 2, the First Step, and card 3, the Outcome. So what are you manifesting, right? We're going to have to look at the book because I can look intuitively into the cards, and then I definitely want to respect Matt Hughes' Oracle. Because that guy's pretty dope. Goddess, Isis, Sun, God, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirits, or highest light. Please give us 3 cards for the collective for their dream, what they seek. What do they seek? The first step and the outcome. Thank you very much. Wow, here is what you seek, the Architect. Here is the first step. So here is what you seek, the Seeker. Card number 1, what you seek, the goal, what you're trying to manifest. So like, yeah, I see something, new home, new, so I know relationship, right? But this is also order, and I think it goes back to the message of defining spiritual work as it pertains to your true job, your true career. And so not necessarily falling into an ideal that you have to be spiritual at work, but you likely maybe things like you want to wake up in the morning and make sure you're set with spiritual guidance, like the good angel and the good angel. The Seeker, card number 1, reminds me of the Hierophant. In some of the other tarot decks, the Hierophant, Major Arcana number 5, which is a Taurus archetype, is represented by a archetype referred to as the Architect. Okay, what you're creating physical things with the direction of God, or you're trying to get to figuring out how to work with Source. It comes into security, feeling secure, self-worth, self-esteem. This is the first step. The next step, after realizing your goal, your vision, this is what you seek. This is the first step to what you seek. White Buffalo. I may have to read that. Yeah, these are expansive. I get Capricorn, I get Aries, I get transformation, physical transformation. So like yesterday we got that message, like you're losing, like it's not just like about losing weight, but it is like you're being active and exercising or working to also, if those are not a part of your capability, like exercise, you are in movement or you are visualizing flow. That's beautiful. It does go beyond the solar plexus, so sacral, to feel secure in your body. Beautiful. Some of you are getting tattoos. That's part of your spiritual acknowledgement. Some of you are Capricorn, some of you are Leo, and some of you are Virgo and Venus in Leo and Venus in Virgo, and also Taurus, Moon in Taurus, and also Scorpio. And then we have White Buffalo, that I will need to read the card as your next step. And so that is where can you purify, which we have been talking about. You are already in the next step, which is my light lamps just went on because they're on the timer. You're on the next step. So, but like, remember, it's beyond, there's a significance in me saying it is more than just like losing weight. So next step is to remove impurities from, like, also like nutrients, like the food, but also making it more of a routine, right? Being dedicated to the routine because it's the work. It's like the figurative journey, the proverbial freaking journey. Womp womp. But this is your journey, 9 to 6, 9 to 6, fame, solar, the moon, the new moon. This is your manifestation. Where is it leading you? This is not the end goal. This is part of the goal. It's the beginning of the goal. So you've decided to like become active or remove, detoxify, and so remove, deplete, removal, purification, bodily, and then now space, the space around you, clean it. Okay, get clear with you in your mind, get clear with God, get clear with the goddess, the moon, get clear with your spirit guides and your ancestors. Okay, sound and music and how you speak to yourself. Also, the medicines, do you use some things? Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, overdoing some things that you know are good in a way that they're medicinal, but bad when you have overused them. Collective, what's good, y'all? Please hit like. This is a good message. I just saw 22 and 11. Wow, the shadow, okay. And then balance at the bottom of the deck. So you're working. Also, collective, I know it's like the message is like, you're getting a glimpse of what will come true in a year. Remember, we just were saying the journey. It's like the beauty in the work, like the next 6 months, especially because of this, the balance, and then owning owning yourself, like owning it. For your outcome, we have the shadow, which is the 9 of Pentacles, right? Did I show you all the white buffalo? That is so cool. Okay, I'm just going to take a peek at the book. Then we'll get into some tarot. Okay, y'all, no joke. This is brilliant. I have my selenite wand here. I did ring the fork before I started the recording, but basically this is the mindfulness, right? The mindfulness card. You have the ability to create what you want to create. We've been talking about this very basic message. It is a lot in the mind. This is giving me 5 of Pentacles. Some of you feel alone or outcast. Even some of you are part of large groups and networks. Even some of you make friends, like meet people throughout your day online and chit chat and still feel alone. This is, you are given a time to manifest anew because now your soul really is loud, right? Like, hello, I'm beckoning, and I'm basically soul yells and screams hi. I'd like a restoration of harmony, right? Through what? Spiritual balance. And that's what the white buffalo. It's time to restore harmony to the world. Be mindful of spirituality in your life. And I know some of y'all are at this step already, right? And it's spot on what we were saying earlier, which is integrating spirituality in your daily life, also in your work. In your work, I mean also in your duty, and I mean duty, service, like your friendships, your work relationships, how you present in the world. Now integrate spirituality into all aspects, right? And not in a rush, not to become stuck, and not to drive yourself mad, or not to keep yourself away. This is to define you and define your voice as you become a force, right? Like as you grow in your community or in your industry or in your family, or your family grows, or you're scared and anxious as your family grows, or as you leave your family to embark on your mission, your goal, or as you solidify the relationship, or as you admit that you actually want this relationship. Or I get like major decisions like that, or you have seen a lot in the last few moons, in the last couple moons, you have seen a lot. The balance here, look for a positive in the negative. Temper your emotions, right? So temperance, but so making that lemonade out of the lemons, learning some lessons, and learning when the learning's not good, when you don't got the time to learn, you don't got energy to learn, because usually what that involves is you teaching the other person at your expense, at your energetic, emotional, vibrational, mental expense. So come back to you, okay? Be mindful and restore your mind to clarity to manifest. You are like in between architect, knowing, okay? Like sort of up and down with how you feel. The shadow, right? Did we read? Follow your dreams. Allow the childlike magic to flow into your life. Allow the childlike magic to flow into your life. Okay, some of you are coming back to you after being sort of maybe feeling a stray memory coming back to you, right? Y'all, these are some serious cards. I'm not gonna lie. Very cool. Wow, we are at very far into the message. I have the Hermetic Tarot. I want to know more about like the childlike qualities, right? Princess of the Palace of the Floods, Princess of Cups, which is this earthy, watery princess, right? A water flow, water sign. We have been getting the message of like allow love. So some of you are literally actually going into a relationship, but some of you have this desire to build confidence in work, at work. This also transcends those spaces though, to you make friends, you're making friends. I do get heavily that there are significant steps to honor a relationship with grace through learning or doing shadow, applying lessons learned from shadow work. Being single, I don't know, maybe you are done being, you feel like, I'm done being single. Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn, you could possibly have that placement, Mars, in your natal chart. But yeah, this means you're sculpting, right, a relationship, or you're working with someone. Perhaps you're seeing what can work with someone. And again, it's like work and love. Perhaps it's a very involved partnership. That's not necessarily romantic, but it is involved in passion. So it's involved in getting the hands in there in partnership. And we started the message with that you guys are also going to need to hire, or at least hire help, like hire contractor. And that's just an example. Like maybe you don't want actual employees, but you can hire temporary employees. I know that that's the same thing, but it's like by project per project, right? Some technical things like that come through. Obviously, with Mercury, Mars, and Capricorn, this is also like monogamy and like relationship, like not necessarily against the current. It just is a very determined, decisive, loyal loyalty applied to a one-on-one relationship. And so is there concern that the childlike, the fun ends? Maybe it it has a feeling like of graduation, like the fun ends. Y'all, the fun only begins. Also, like the like wanting to be in the relationship, but also realizing maybe the changes that are required for the partnership to be led to loyalty, regardless of the type or status relationship. Like, can all parties envision and then trust each other to be loyal, become loyal, and still flow in childlike qualities? Maybe both of you are very Leo-esque in a way where you both are like, you may be older, but you're still very youthful. So what? That means that you're awesome, right? Okay, the shadow card here. I know I'm just talking like I know this deck, even though I read from the book right now. You have the Architect, the Hierophant. You have the White Buffalo, which is to integrate spirituality, which is like the star, right? Temperance too. The shadow is temperance, right? But it is like the sun. It's like the temperance, the moon, and the sun. Or the star, the moon, the sun. And then White Buffalo is like temperance, right? The scales. Because we did have balance. And then we have the Architect, which is like the Hermit, the Hierophant. So it's like a very karmic. Again, you may appear as like immature, but you may just be older, perceived as older, and you're also youthful. So maybe it's stepping into that and owning that with Fame and Throat here, like Solar and the Moon. You both are very divinely balanced. You both are you complement each other in a divine balance. You both bring each other into internal union, and so the union then shows externally. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have received messages like willing to take on a challenge that isn't a challenge because it's just a gate opener. That's challenging to like go through the gate, make the decision to go through the gate, because sometimes you feel like you don't know. So like Pisces energy, Virgo energy. Holy guacamole, y'all. Wow, 9 of Wands. The moon in. So the full moon has maybe illuminated a lot. And then we have more Capricorn energy. More Mars, Saturn, Capricorn. Saturn in Capricorn, Mars in Capricorn. This is a lot to do with work, but also a lot to do with realizing where you are not exactly tied to those behaviors that you maybe were learning from, right? Again, it's like very involved in shadow work, like really owning and looking at devices and tendencies, behaviors, addictive, obsessive, compulsive behaviors. Wow. There's a release, right? You know, the Hermit is at the bottom of this. I have the Ethereal Visions Tarot by Matt Hughes, who did the Dreamscape Oracle, sorry. The Five of Swords. Wow, the Lovers. Ace of Wands. So again, the step is not to rush through this. The step is to secure this, secure yourself in this. It is heavily in that manifestation phase. So again, some of you may want to spearhead, fly through it, but like it is in you're manifesting, and so it's best to be mindful, speak up, show up, remember the work you've done, remember to be harmonious, honor the spiritual aspect of whatever is happening, whether it is that you're out of work or coming back into work, or you feel inspired to like you perhaps were questioning the relationship and now you want to rush to the altar, but you're like, hey, maybe just come to feel what you've just, the authenticity that you've just stepped into. First, feel that out. It's good. It's real, right? With all the Capricorn energy here, like you're not tied to this at all. It's not that you're energetically bound. It's not that you're energetically binding to a person or something. It's that you've done all the work to energetically untether and undo from negative seepage and blockage and succubus and dark spell work, like ancestral trauma. Okay, you've cleared. Wow, Knight of Wands. I have also Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. So I have Aries, Scorpio energy, as well as Sagittarius, so Scorpio energy, and then the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo and Libra. I'm sorry, Virgo and Leo. We said that earlier. Eight of Swords is the time now, right? Gemini. Archangels, angels, spirits of the highest light. Maybe realizing where you are, where you feel that you are free is where you are. Actually, you feel trapped. Now you realize where you thought there was freedom, you're feeling trapped. So now you feels like you want the opposite. I think we said something like people are questioning you because you're acting different or you're acting opposite or something. Queen of Wands, so we have Aries and Pisces here, and the world more Capricorn energy as well as Saturn. So just Saturn overall, but the fixed signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. A lot of ending old, starting anew, right? Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. Tell us more about the World card. Some of you appear online. This is about work. Some of you are being promoted. Some of you are garnering your promotion or actually getting the job. Yes, Three of Pentacles is also here. The Lord of Material Work. Oh my God, we have all the party here. Y'all, I'm gonna end it because it's just, I feel like y'all are just showing up and saying thank you that you like this reading. We have Cancer as well as Gemini energy. It's lovely to see y'all here. Brilliant. It's a ecstatic moment that sends shockwaves, and this is a Uranian moment. The following year, the following few months, this glimpse that you're having is brought to you by Uranus. Uranus will step into Gemini in the summer of 2025, and so this vision that you have will be broadcast. It means you're casting your net over the next year, and so this is part of what you're manifesting. So honor not necessarily the journey, right? The proverbial cheesy journey. It's the work, it's duty, it's service. With the Queen of Cups here, it's love. With the Queen of Wands here, it's your work, it's magic, it's manifestation, it's the craft, right? The Hermit and Two of Cups. So some of you, yeah, you're starting a brand new relationship because you've seen the light. You honor that you've paid your dues. Okay, you're in the world. You are able to move. You feel like you're moving in the world confidently. Okay, as you step back out from having felt out, out, out and down. Three of Wands tries to pick up. Two of Wands, Mars and Aries, right? So for in the last few months, this is what we said. You've been coming into this spiritual kind of order through manifestation work, through the lunar work. You've also are coming into a specific friendship with yourself, a sacred union within yourself, and that is also now coming to fruition, magnetically manifesting. But allow the energy to come about, right? Wow, judgment. Allow your ego to subside as you manifest this love. Don't fall into illusion that you can have this and rush through it, because it is heavily involved in spiritual transcendence. 20, Judgment, Scorpio card. Pluto, also the water signs, once again, Page of Cups. And then Gemini, the Magician. This is a Gemini month spread, right? We also have, is it Moon in Cancer or Venus? No, Moon in Cancer. No. The Two of Cups. Wow, Mars in Cancer. We have the Tower, right? Mars and Uranus. Thank y'all so much. I wonder where the Two of Cups lies here. Why not? Before we end this, right? We're already at 40 minutes. I think the collective readings are a little bit more fun because I can go a little longer. I don't feel so bad when I'm yelling at a collective, at a sign collective. I feel bad. But when there we are, Two of Cups. Venus in Cancer. Yay. So Venus will be in Cancer in August, okay? So we said that the new moon in Cancer too, this is a kickoff in June, right? This is when your manifestation starts to kind of come alive, or you start to tease it out again, because you're coming to manifest in the new moon in Gemini, which is in a week and a half. The new moon in Cancer appears in about 6 weeks, and then Venus in Cancer, I believe, is up ahead at the end of the summer, if not sooner. I believe at the end of June, okay? So I know I said July 2025 is when the Uranus show event, right? But this duty, this service, this work is where your love kind of pours and where you really shine, right? The Devil here, you're on the stage. The Well, this is your creation. This is Gaia and Uranus. Okay, the Earth. You're like, you've gotten the glimpse. You're seeing the glimpses. This is for the stage, okay, for your stage, whatever your stage may be, whether it's love, work, family, or all the things, right? I honor you, your path. Subscribe, stick around, leave me a comment, share this with anyone you think that may enjoy the message. If you resonate with the message, or if the message resonates with you, hit like, leave me a comment. I send you all the love and light, and I'm so happy it's still a little sunsetty out here. The shadows kind of like, the trees kind of glimmer. All I see is trees now. Whereas I used to see blue sky. Thank you all very much. Yes, all the love, all the light. I honor you, your path. I'm grateful for our energetic exchange. Keep it real. All the love. Talk to you all very soon.